Hello and welcome to another episode of Scientify Talk. Have you ever wondered why you instinctively flinch when someone else stubs their toe, or why yawns seem so contagious? The answer lies in a fascinating set of brain cells called mirror neurons, specialized neurons that fire when we act and when we observe someone else doing the same. In this video, we'll explore how these remarkable neurons work, their impact on empathy and learning, and their real-world applications in therapy, sports, and human evolution. Let's dive into the science behind one of the brain's most intriguing mechanisms. Mirror neurons, discovered in the 1990s by neuroscientist Giacomo Rizzolatti and his team at the University of Parma, are among the most significant findings in neuroscience. Initially identified in the premotor cortex of macaque monkeys, these neurons fired not only when the monkey performed an action, such as grasping an object, but also when it observed another performing the same action. This discovery revealed the brain's capacity to mirror observed actions, linking perception and motor responses. Today, mirror neurons are recognized for their roles in empathy, learning, and social cognition, with profound implications for understanding human behavior and brain function. The discovery of mirror neurons came about unexpectedly during experiments on motor control. Researchers were recording neuronal activity in the monkey's brain while it performed simple tasks like picking up objects. To their surprise, they observed that certain neurons in the promoter cortex fired even when the monkey merely watched a researcher perform the same action. To confirm this phenomenon, the researchers conducted controlled experiments. In one study, a monkey observed a human picking up a peanut. The same neurons that activated when the monkey itself picked up the peanut also fired during observation. Importantly, these neurons did not respond to the mere sight of an object or unrelated movements, indicating that they were specifically tied to goal-directed actions. In humans, similar findings have been observed using functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI, and electroencephalography, or EEG. Brain areas such as the inferior frontal gyrus and the inferior parietal lobule, which form part of the mirror neuron system, show activation both when individuals perform an action and when they observe others performing it. Mirror neurons are fundamental to understanding others' actions, intentions, and emotions. For instance, when you see someone smile, your mirror neurons activate in a way that reflects the neural patterns involved in smiling yourself. This mirroring process helps us empathize and connect with others. One illustrative experiment involved participants observing videos of people experiencing pain, such as pricking their fingers. Neuroimaging showed activation in the participants' brain regions responsible for processing pain, even though they themselves were unharmed. This overlap in neural activity explains why we feel the discomfort of others during emotionally charged situations, such as watching a loved one suffer. Another real-world example is the contagious nature of yawning. When we see someone yawn, our mirror neurons replicate the observed action, often prompting us to yawn as well. This involuntary mimicry is a testament to the role of mirror neurons in fostering social bonding. Mirror neurons also play a vital role in imitation and learning, particularly in early childhood. They enable children to replicate observed behaviors, such as tying shoelaces or waving goodbye. This process is essential for skill acquisition, language development, and cultural transmission. For example, when a child observes a parent using chopsticks, their mirror neurons activate the same motor circuits involved in using chopsticks. Over time, repeated observation and practice strengthen these neural connections, allowing the child to master the skill. Experiments have further demonstrated the importance of mirror neurons in learning. In one study, participants were shown videos of others performing novel hand movements. Neuroimaging revealed that their motor regions were active during observation, even before they attempted the movements themselves. This suggests that mirror neurons prime the brain for action, facilitating faster and more accurate learning. Dysfunction in the mirror neuron system has been linked to social and communicative challenges in autism spectrum disorder, or ASD. Studies using fMRI have shown reduced activation in mirror neuron regions when individuals with autism observe facial expressions or social gestures. This reduced mirroring may impair their ability to understand others' emotions and intentions, contributing to difficulties in social interactions. For instance, in a study where participants with autism watched videos of people smiling or frowning, their brain activity showed less overlap with the regions associated with emotional processing. This finding highlights the potential role of mirror neurons in the development of empathy and social cognition, which are often affected in ASD. Mirror neurons work through chemical signals in the brain. Two important chemicals, glutamate, which excites neurons, and GABA, which calms them down, help control when and how these neurons activate. The brain strengthens connections between neurons when they are repeatedly used together, following the idea of cells that fire together, wire together. This means the more you observe and imitate actions, the better your brain gets at doing it. Additionally, the brain relies on rhythmic patterns, like a synchronized brainwave dance, to connect what you see with how your body moves. These rhythms help the brain match what you observe to the right movements, making learning and imitation more effective. The discovery of mirror neurons has led to innovative applications in therapy, education, and sports. In rehabilitation therapy, mirror therapy leverages the mirror neuron system to aid motor recovery in stroke patients. For instance, placing a mirror to reflect the movements of an unaffected limb creates the illusion of movement in the affected limb. This visual feedback activates mirror neurons, stimulating neuroplasticity and improving motor function. In skill training in sports, athletes use video analysis to improve performance by engaging their mirror neuron system. For example, a gymnast watching a flawless routine primes their neural circuits, enhancing execution during practice. The mirror neuron system likely evolved as a critical tool for survival, social bonding, learning, and communication. Early humans and primates depended on group living for survival, and mirror neurons enabled them to empathize with others, fostering trust and cooperation. For example, when one group member showed fear upon spotting a predator, mirror neurons allowed others to recognize and share that fear, leading to coordinated action. These neurons also played a key role in learning through imitation, allowing early humans to acquire skills by observing others rather than relying on trial and error. This accelerated the spread of knowledge, such as tool use and hunting strategies. Additionally, the mirror neuron system likely contributed to the development of communication. By enabling individuals to imitate gestures and vocalizations, it laid the foundation for complex language. Mirror neurons also enhance empathy, allowing individuals to mirror emotions like sadness or fear, which strengthens social bonds and encourages caregiving. Moreover, they help humans recognize danger in others, promoting rapid responses to threats. Groups with a well-developed mirror neuron system had evolutionary advantages, including better cooperation, learning, and communication, which allowed them to adapt and thrive in challenging environments. While we no longer rely on them for survival in the same way early humans did, mirror neurons remain critical for modern social interactions, empathy, and learning. They help us navigate complex societies, form relationships, and adapt to new environments, ensuring their continued relevance in human evolution. In essence, the mirror neuron system is a basis of what makes us human, our ability to connect, learn, and thrive together. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.